Well, hello there. Now, this is Friday night for me, and I have a few beers and kinda kick back a bit. Probably not allowed to do that nowadays, but I do anyway. I mean, I'm all alone here in my little private bubble, and I've taken my temperature and it's 156 like normal, so to hell with everybody else. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the USA, because the USA has gone all kinda clown world. It's really lost it, and I'm a bit bored with watching it, because I think I know the ending, and it's not good. But the country I'm in's not much better either, the UK. And I saw a story in a news item that kinda says it all, and where we're at. And I'd like to share it with you and see what you think. And the story is about a man, so obviously straight away he's gotta be bad, isn't he? But he's a 68-year-old man. Hey, I can relate to that. And he kinda lost his cool with his walking stick. A seagull tried to steal his food that he bought at a Greg's, which is a kind of a bakery here, and he lost his temper. And he whacked the seagull with his walking stick, and apparently killed it. I mean, hardly dramatic, should be the end of the story, but it isn't. So I'll put a link to the story down below. And the old chappie was fined £180 because the seagull is a protected species. I mean, that's right. A seagull is more important than a human being, even a man that spent 68 years on the planet. And that's as crazy as the laws have got. Now, seagulls, I live on the south coast, are a menace. They're an aggressive bird, and they're everywhere. There's just too damn many of them. They're all around the garbage places, tearing garbage bags apart, throwing garbage everywhere, making a noise and just crapping all over cars. They're just everywhere, and they're a protected bird. But the trouble is that too namby-pamby people haven't culled these birds, because too many birds is just not good for the people or the birds. But these laws have come into play from mostly females, because we all know bird ladies, don't we, that feed all the birds. I mean, a deer herd that gets too many deer. In the winter, most of them starve to death badly. But somebody with common sense should step in before somebody loses an eye, or even worse. Because these seagulls attack people with food. And I can understand a 68-year-old man losing his cool. And of course, this man has spent 68 years and he has no criminal record whatsoever. But he's killed a seagull, so he's fined £180, which is a lot of money. But seagulls will breed if there's enough food, and there's plenty of food around the garbage cans is where they live, most of them. They're not even really seagulls anymore. But if you take a look at the news item, the third picture, you will see a picture of a female on her phone looking at the old man who's just killed the seagull. And guess who she's probably phoning? Well, probably the police, the RSPCA, definitely somebody to get that man into trouble. And I have nothing against a seagull who is actually a seagull, but most of these seagulls around here, around my area, aren't even seagulls anymore. They keep people awake by their noise, and they wake people up in the morning because of their noise. And because there's so many of them, they create mess everywhere, and common sense hasn't been applied. If the old man had killed a snake or a spider, would he have got £180 fine? Not likely. What does that tell you? So the UK is heading the same way as the United States is gone. Woke, no common sense, and femons causing trouble and interfering everywhere. And I believe this country will go the same way as the USA, just a little bit later, that's all. And I could do a survey from every little town on the south coast or up the coast of the UK, and everybody would say the same thing. They're sick of the noise and the mess of these seagulls because it's just too damn many. But nothing will be done about the situation until something actually happens. Say a little child gets their eye taken out. And then it'll only be done in a small area just for virtual signaling, not for common sense. The real seagull bird is an aggressive bird. That's why it's so successful. And I have no qualms about that. But it doesn't belong in this many numbers close to human beings in a city. Let me know what you think, because common sense seems to be rare nowadays, doesn't it? Locusts are okay, but when they swarm, they can be disastrous, can't they? Take it easy.